chairs to go around. So there's 3 beaches at this resort, which is pretty nice. Where we're going to right now is called the snorkeling beach. So you can see it's fairly well protected by the sort of remnants of a coral reef out there. So we're going to check that out later today. You can see there's a few beach chairs there. And the nice thing too is they've got these little grass huts over top. So if you want to stay out of the sun and not get too fried, it's pretty good. Let's walk down a bit closer to the water here. And you can see it's quite shallow in this pool. And temperature is quite nice here today. But I do find the water is a little cooler than I'm used to in the Caribbean. Like further down in Jamaica or Dominican Republic, water would be a few degrees warmer. But so it's certainly refreshing. Where normally the water there it doesn't really cool you off. So in some ways it's a nice thing. Okay, so now walking on the little pathway here that takes us to the so-called main beach. And this is a beach you can walk, quite a while, like, 10 or 20 kilometers, and you'll see all the other resorts if you're inclined to walk far enough. I think the closest one of the guys I was talking to yesterday is like 3 kilometers, so maybe later today I'll take a walk down to the other resorts and see what they're like. But there's a little walkway here, and I'll just spin around a bit. You can see out over the coral reef there. And you can see those 2, I'll just zoom in a bit. Yeah, so there's the Remour, the bottom left there, and then there's another unit. Yeah, last night I was checking out the other units. I think we're like the only one in these 8 units here, so it's not that crowded at the resort this week for some reason. So, which is great. There's no lineups to get a drink at the bar. There's no problem getting into the restaurant whenever you want. No problem getting a beach chair, as I was saying earlier. Okay, so there's the main, that's the main hut. This is the beach bar, which, as I recall, I think, there's a bar at every beach here, which is really nice. Whatever beach you want to hang at, there's never a drink far away. Yesterday when we set up by the pool, or not by the pool, by the beach here with the chairs, a attendant came over and brushed the sand off our chairs and helped get our towel set, which was quite nice. So just zoom around here a bit. You can see some of the other places to hang. And they'll come and bring you a drink here if you want, or you can walk up and get one. Usually good to do a bit of exercise when you're on vacation, so I usually go get my own. And so a pretty good wind here. Hopefully this microphone is muffling the wind sound, but the waves haven't really come up yet, which is nice. So I'll just zoom in a bit. Whoops, I got the zoom here. Okay, so you can see all the chairs lined up. Almost none of them are in use. And you can see there's quite a ways to walk along the beach there. So I'm going to go check that out later. And I'll just zoom around the rest of the area here. So you can see the coral reef kind of starts there. It's very difficult to walk on that. So if you're going to do that, bring some proper hiking shoes. I did it yesterday in running shoes. It's a bit precarious. You can see the water here. Let's get a bit closer. The water is beautiful here. And the sand is so soft. You're like sinking into it. It's incredible. Waves are much gentler today. So yesterday was a bit fun with the waves knocking you around. Advised not to go out too far. It's probably good advice. And now we'll take a walk down to the Sunset Beach, as it's called. Get some very nice sunsets. The wind is dying down, as it usually does in the evening a bit, so you can see the water is a bit calmer. Also, the wind tends to come from the east here, at least so far the last couple of days. So this side of the beach is usually calm, even during the daytime, which is nice if you're looking for a calm beach. See, it's a pretty wide beach. People are probably heading back in to get ready for dinner and such now. See down there is a bar. We'll check that out in a bit. See, the water is very calm down by the... It's almost glass-like. Some interesting cloud formations. There's the... Zoom in a bit. You can see the bar there. It's a nice thing about this resort is there's never too far from a pina colada. Let's pan off this way a bit. See down the other side, so it's a decent sized beach. It's quite nice. I haven't hung out here during the daytime. I prefer the snorkel beach. But it's certainly nice around sunset time. A couple of the resort dogs looking for something. I think they're fishing. Well, one sees something. What's he gonna get? All right, today we've got actually not that windy, but for some reason the waves are coming in a different direction, and this is the snorkel beach, which is looking pretty rough today. It's probably not a good day for snorkeling. All right, I'm climbing up on this coral here. I'll take a look at the ground here. Take a look at my feet down there. You can see it's pretty jagged. You want to have proper footwear on, not sandals, and even running shoes would be difficult. I've got some hiking boots with a pretty solid sole, so it's even still it's a bit difficult. Whoa, shit! Just stepped in the water there. All right, here we can get a pretty interesting view of the waves coming in here. All right, I can see why these little pools fill up. I thought it was rainwater, but actually it's the waves splashing up over. This is pretty cool. Whoa. Woo! Oh, it got me. This is hopefully we don't get a rogue wave here to wash me out to sea. That wouldn't be good at all. Okay, so I've walked over to the other end of the beach here. You can see the zoom in a bit here. You can see the waves coming through the channel and washing up on shore here. It's kind of cool. Now look at some good waves crashing up over here. Oh, that's a good one there. Not sure how close I want to get here. Not sure my iPhone is probably not saltwater proof, but yeah, definitely do not want to be out swimming on that today. Okay, now I'm looking at in between these two little coral islands here. You can see some good waves crashing through here. Get a little zoom there. You can just see that wave rolling in there. There's another good one coming here. Might get some spray. Yep, here we go. Might be fun to be out in a kayak in this, actually. That'd be all right. Unfortunately, Sunwing doesn't provide carry-on for my kayak, so didn't bring them. Okay, so now I'm standing just off of the large reef we're looking at earlier, and you can see in the background there. It's a bit windy today, so I'm having trouble holding the camera still. There's the snorkel beach and the swim along here. And here's this reef. You can walk out on top of there. It's actually quite well worn foot traffic wise, so just like running shoes are good enough to walk out on that. As we turn around, here's the other spot I was talking about. So zoom out a bit here. And ideally it's better to go out during kind of a high tide, And the reason for that is the fire coral is fairly close to the surface. So during low tide, there's not a lot of clearance between you swimming and the fire coral. So I'll just sort of tell you where the fire coral is. You can see there's that island, coral island, with one tree on it. And if you go over, it's kind of hard to see, just off the end there's another little island. But in the middle there, you can see, right there, you can see the waves crashing and the whitewater. That's where the reef is. So it's not that far. It's maybe 10-minute swim. And I would recommend bringing mask and snorkel, of course, but also flippers, because some of the beach, it's kind of got that broken up coral and shellfish. It's a little sharp on the feet in some areas. So if you've got the fins on, you can just kind of walk backwards, and just makes getting in and out of the water easier. And also, obviously, swimming is a lot simpler as well.